Clash Royale is currently at an all-time low. In today's Clash Royale video, I'm gonna talk about the reasons for that and also give some suggestions to Supercell to make the game better and bring it once again to the top. And also gonna talk about my problems with Clash Royale right now. If you guys enjoy this type of videos, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to also let me know in the comment section. Every single feedback is appreciated. What you guys are complaining about currently, what you guys want to see, what is the biggest major update you guys want to see in Clash Royale. Make sure to let me know in the comment section. Also make sure to continue to support the channel with code Morten in the shop. So guys, for this video I didn't make any script. I just gonna talk about what I think and yeah, what does Clash Royale need in my opinion. And honestly, it's pretty simple. What is the problem currently? It's kinda the thing that Clash Royale is always bringing updates which make the game a bit worse. I mean, always is a big word, but the last couple of updates I feel like there were some updates which made the game worse. I'm not gonna talk about new cards at example. I'm gonna talk about the Clan Wars 2 changing up a Clan War structure which wasn't like perfect, which wasn't like absolutely overwhelming, but which was fine, and maybe they could implement it like some things to make it even better. But they made Clan Wars 2 and they kind of changed everything, and now people are saying it's better, but also some people are saying it worse. And it's the same happening right now with the Pass Royale. I mean, the Pass Royale, I think everybody agrees it's worse, but it's kind of thing, right? So this is the problem for me right now with Clash Royale, and the main problem I think a ton of people don't talk about enough, that the problem is that Clash Royale doesn't understand that the update should make the game better, or like, I mean, they know that, right? But they don't really get it. They're not able to bring it to the table, to be honest. So this is kind of what I honestly a bit sad about, that I feel like currently you kind of need to be scared about Clash Royale bring updates to make the game worse. So normally, when a game is bringing an update, you're excited for that, you know, something is gonna change, something is gonna be better after the update. But right now, when Clash Royale is bringing something, you're kind of scared. Okay, are they gonna like remove this? Are they gonna remove that? Like Clan Wars, Clan Chest, also like that, how was it called? The crests back then. So they kind of removed this stuff, and people were like complaining about it. They really liked this. They brought something else instead, but it didn't work out how they wanted it to work. And these are kind of things. So honestly, I absolutely think Clash Royale can bounce back in the future from that, but I kind of see a bad year coming from Clash Royale. Also, since the next update in CR, most likely level 15 will come to the game, so I know, okay, this is not great, right? Level 15 also, what are they doing there? The both place in the back. Level 15, I mean, yeah, even if they bring like star points, or like not star points, how's it called, like the special abilities for the cards, if you upgrade them for level 15, of course, it can be really cool for the people which are getting it, but it will be most likely so broken that just if you don't have it, you have a big problem. And also I think this is one of the things which is just like end game content, which I want to see, but at the same time, I'm just a bit sad about the fact that like every time Supercell brings something nice to the game, it's always with something bad also. An example like Champions, bringing champions to the game, we can kind of discuss about that a lot, like if it's good, if it's bad, but generally I think it was a good idea to bring champions into the game. But at the same time, they brought it with level 14, so champions, nobody really was really like hyping, or like nobody was really hyped about champions at all. Everybody was complaining about level 14. It was actually correct, right? So you had to upgrade cards to level 14 to unlock champions. So this is the thing I'm talking about, right? Same will be with level 15 and the special abilities. Every time Supercell brings something positive into the game, they also bring something negative at the same time, and normally people are more focusing on more complaining about negative things, because this is kind of how life works, right? So good things are great, but if something gets worse and you're not able to play it, you're kind of focusing on this type of stuff. Because you normally want to always fix the bad things in life. And this is kind of what makes me sad, honestly, that Supercell is not really able to bring in completely perfect update, because there are always like some pieces of an update which are cool. I think like the season shop, then it's not really too bad. Also, I think the challenges, they can be, you can think they're a bit nicer now, and with the season tokens there to buy whatever you want. But at the same time, they bring it with the Pass Royale change, which is absolutely horrible, and also with Mega Draft, which is controversial. So doesn't matter what Supercell, or like, doesn't matter what Supercell brings at the same time. Like, they could have brought the best update of all time. People would still talk about negatively, since they brought also the big, huge, I mean, also a lot of change, but also the big, huge Pass Royale change. This is what I'm kind of sad about. That Supercell is not really hitting the table, or like, not really hitting the line how they should hit the line and kind of missing the line, missing the table. I don't know, like there's like a word for that in English, but I think you guys know what I'm talking about, that they don't really be able to bring it on the table in the right spot and just messing around too much and not doing what we all would like to see. And now I'm gonna talk about why I don't enjoy playing the game currently. It's all about, honestly, it sounds a bit dumb, but when I'm like talking to you, as when I see your comments, I see your tweets, I see other tweets from other players, 90% of my communication like online or like writing is social media conversation, even like WhatsApp conversations, I would say. It's about Clash Royale, and I most of the time talk with you, right? For sure, in real life I talk with my family, I talk with my friends, but when I'm like talking to you guys, that's like what is like the most time of the day, right? I'm streaming 4 to 5 hours, I'm recording every single day 2 YouTube videos, I'm a lot of times on Twitter, so I'm spending a lot of times on my phone, and for sure I'm also sometimes talking to friends, calling with friends, but it's not the same, right? So when I'm seeing it in real life, we're talking a lot. It's for sure something different. But I think you guys gonna know what I'm talking here about, right? What I wanna what my point is. That my point is that the most messages I see a day is from you guys. It's from YouTube, it's from Twitch, it's from Twitter, from Instagram. So this is kind of what what this like kind of makes my day about. So when I see like a ton of negative feedback about Clash Royale, people don't enjoy it, it's like the same with the class, right? I guess some of you guys are still in school, and there will be a ton of people which quit Clash Royale some time ago, or like even now. And when like a ton of people are talking negative about the game, or like don't really play the game anymore, I think you guys also less enjoy the game. It's the same for me, right? Like if I play a game and I just see like negative comment from my friends, which you kind of are, like consider how much I talk to you guys, it's kind of like for sure demotivating, because I mean, you're right guys, it's no complaint to you guys, it's just like a complaint about the situation itself, to be fair, that I don't really like, for sure don't enjoy the game as much as I do, because even if like updates are coming in then the game, like the master audit itself, which I didn't really enjoy, to be fair, for me personally, because it's no endgame content, I see like a ton of you guys are enjoying that. And if you guys enjoy a type of update, I also enjoy it, because there are a ton of, bro, like I'm pretty dumb, there are a ton of positive comments about something, and a ton of you guys just enjoy it in general. And so I personally also enjoy this type of stuff, because I see a ton of positive comments, they're saying, okay, now I can upgrade my cards easier. And then I'm like, okay, bro, it's not always about me, it's also about the people I'm like having around myself, and also on YouTube, Twitch. And this is what sometimes makes it about. What do I would like to see in Clash Royale? I would honestly think they just need to change something up. Mega Draft, I personally still think it's okay. I don't really enjoy it maybe as much as I do with normal stuff. But what I personally think my biggest problem is with Clash Royale is the other challenges on CO. Just like the thing Supercell is kind of not committing into the game. So an example about the challenges, right? It's just about recycle the same stuff over and again. We had the same challenges for now years, months. What I would like to see, that just a basic example, is like the year's challenge. We got the arena challenge. You guys love the arena challenge. I also love the arena challenge. And the arena challenge was so cool. So basically just bringing a challenge from all the cards from 2016, 2017, 18, and so on. So first of all, you need to compete in 2016 challenge. You have just the cards available from 2016, and so on. I mean, it's nothing really big. It's nothing like a crazy challenge, but I think it's a cool one, which just shakes up the game a lot. And also, what I brought up already to Supercell is a really cool idea for the global tournaments. You currently just have the same global tournaments over and over again. It's just like the changes I'm gonna ask for. This is nothing big. You can put like a ton of major updates in there, like 2v2 ladder and so on, but it's just like small change, which I think is not really like committing too much time to that, which just makes the game better. And this is like a pre-balance changes global tournament. As example, we know the balance changes are coming soon, and Supercell has already like this 2 global tournaments a season added, and they're just gonna say, okay, at example, they are planning to maybe give like the Packer more range once again. Maybe some of you guys remember this time back then. So we're gonna play with the pre-balance change the global tournament, and it's like a win-win-win situation. First of all, they have a ton of data on that afterwards, and see, okay, this card has like a really high win rate, this has a really high use rate, and this is like changing this type of interaction, and also see the feedback from Twitter, and they kind of make the final balance changes around this type of feedback. Another one is we get new content, guys. We get new content. It's something new, something fresh. And also the third thing is, which I think is also important, the community feels involved in this type of stuff which Supercell plans, and they're feeling like kind of part of that, because they could also make maybe like a sheet which you need to fill out after that, or you can fill out an example to kind of give your opinion on that in Clash Royale. So this is just kind of things, or like votings at examples. What do you think about this card? Too broken, too strong, medium, fine, and they kind of like just take this into consideration. So these are just small things, what I would say, which are like really changing up the thing, the game, which people would actually enjoy. This is not like even like the big major change. This is not like even a big update. Just like small things which make the game better. And also, yes, of course, there are like big updates which will come out. I mean, level 15 is absolutely coming soon, which I'm a bit worried about, honestly, about my channel, about me, about my job, about me playing Clash Royale, because yes, if they bring like the special abilities, it would be absolutely cool, but most of you guys won't be able to play it, so I don't know how it does. So just like a general question, are you guys excited for this type of update? Because as I said, it's like always once again with this type of things, they're bringing something nice into the game, which I think special abilities for like all the cards are, but at the same time they bring it with level 15, which is just generally talking a bad thing to bring it to so close together with level 14, which just came like 1.5 years ago as far as I know. So this is just like my kind of concerns about that. But yeah, 2v2 ladder would be an absolutely amazing way to break the game better. Just put it on like 7,500 trophies maybe, or like bring in the extra ladder for that. Because I think this is what Attack always asks for. Bring something on top of the 7,500 trophies, because this type of trophy road system, yeah, it was a cool thought, but after some time a ton of people are there, so just bring in an extra ladder system there. I mean, it's just like what is the disadvantage? This is like the thing, right? There's a chance of bringing something which won't have any disadvantage. If you don't want to play it, you don't need to. You can just push the 7,500 trophies, have all the cards unlocked you want, and then just leave it. Just leave it. Example with Megadrift, you don't need to play it. You're not forced to play it, because right now you're always forced to do new things. You don't really enjoy Megadrift, you need to play it. You don't really enjoy new season token stuff, but you need to kind of play it. You don't enjoy the pass at example. You also need to pay through the pass, because pass got worse, this got worse, and I think you guys kind of know what I'm talking about, right? So you're kind of forced to do something which you don't really want to do, and you kind of like way much before. Also the example, the client chess, people really liked it before, but right now it's not there anymore. The challenge, some of them people, or like an example, like this is a good thing, they changed at least like this 50 and 100 gems grand challenge stuff. They kind of made us to force like to play the 100 gems challenge, because it was way better, but they changed it back right now, which I think is really cool. But these are just kind of the things I'm talking about, right? So I think just like the most important thing from Supercell is not forcing any player to do what they want us to do, because this was also always the main part of Clash Royale. Some people are just casual. I'm just gonna play 2v2 game with my friend. I'm just gonna play 2v2 game with my random. I'm just like really mad at him because he's playing absolutely bad. But this is kind of the thing. I'm playing a classic challenge because I don't care. I just want to do it. I'm gonna play some ladder games with whatever I want, and I think the creativity currently is a bit lacking in Clash Royale. Yeah, there's still change and so on, but also it's not the same anymore. It's not the same anymore. Tournaments are completely dead, and I think we're just lacking game modes overall. This is the main priority problem right now in Clash Royale in my mind. We're just lacking game modes, and this is also the main reason everybody's complaining about ladder. Why can I not just play my main deck on ladder? But if you think about it, why just ladder? There are also challenges in the game, there are tournaments in the game, there's like party mode in the game, but nobody cares about that. Ladder is the most important thing, it's the most competitive one, it's the play for it's the main mode. This is what we're doing, right? Everybody goes to school, everybody plays ladder. This is the one most important stuff, and this is the problem I'm talking about. We just need something else which is also competitive in this type of way. Not in the same way, but also in a similar way. So this is the thing, challenges back then, they were as competitive as ladder. They were just like, people played them as much as ladder, but that like over some time, for sure it's not as great as it used to be. Global tournaments still have a spot in there, it's not, for sure it's not that regularly there, but there's a spot, so it kind of shows the potential. Tournaments, they're completely dead. Nobody's using currently global tournament, I mean normal tournaments, so besides for like tournaments, qualifications, but this is kind of thing. We work this type of stuff bring something new into the game, which gives you an opportunity to experimenting around in different type of stuff and not just in ladder, because then people also wouldn't complain too much if some of that wouldn't really work out anyway. And also, please bring a challenge maker and bring maybe a map maker. You could do so many contests with that, like the best deck, I mean not the best deck, the best map, the best challenge. You could do like maybe a challenge maker, and then you could like invite the community for that and maybe do something there, like a tournament with your own map. How cool would that be? That would be absolutely incredible content for content creators, and also some fun, because what are we like, like this is kind of what I found out like with the last couple of changes Casual did, and I think I kind of underestimated this in a way, is that what do people want to see in Casual? Creativity, and they want to do as much stuff they can, and just like different stuff over the time. And I think this is kind of what the problem is in Clash Royale. It's a bit lacking of like new stuff. It's just like recycling the same stuff. So having a map maker, having a challenge maker, which makes the game 1% different, because you can always do something different. This is what we want to see, or I want to see, and I want to know your guys' opinion, what you guys want to see. I'm honest, currently in the current state with Clash Royale, I'm like still enjoying doing this type of videos, but currently by far this is like the only thing I'm doing really in Clash Royale, streaming videos, because talking to you, kind of making your game, your day better also, makes me happy. But the game itself currently is for me an all-time low. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think about that. You guys think I'm right, am I wrong, which ideas are great, which ideas are bad. I'm really interested to see your comments. I will read every single comment, and I will send out. Thanks for watching.